Hello and welcome back to Monster Hunter Wilds, where today we are going to be doing some Dreamspell hunting, mostly. Yeah. I need a bunch of event tickets. From more than just Dreamspell, because I did miss some tickets during, Flame Fit. And that means we're just going to be doing a bunch of event quests. Hooray! We like event quests in this house. Just grab a login bonus real quick. And now let's get the lobby ID up. And there we go. Lobby ID pinned in chat. Okay. They want us to do an event quest. 3 quests in the basin. And a high-rank new Udra. Also 4 Cranadeaths. And a tempered monster ranked 9 stars or higher. Yeah, I think we can manage to do a few of those together.
Okay, see you later.
They have ensured that we do a tempered new Udra today. Not a tempered, an arc-tempered new Udra. Yeah, event quests that have pins in them, at least some of them are going to give me things that I need. Like, I know I need to do pick your poison because I need diving tickets. What's running wild give? Oh, that's just Guardian Fulgur stuff. And this is just Cuckoo stuff. Yeah. This gives Flame Fit catalogs, which I need. An Inferno Laid Bear gives necklace tickets, which I need. That's just Seregios stuff. Havoc and Wyveria, just Fulguranja. This is just Hunter Symbol 3s. Hunter Symbol 3s. Still need Uthduna Gamma tickets and Raydao Gamma tickets. The Omega nodules, but we're not doing Savage Omega just for nodules. And, of course, Harvest tickets. Well, I guess these are relatively easy Hunter Symbol 3s. Or Fulgur stuff. And new Udra Gamma tickets. Hooray for tickets. Lots of tickets to get. But this is the quest we're going to probably do the most today because it's the quest that I need the most tickets from. And thus, shall it be first.
Make sure you're prepared.
Right, I was going to check my equipment to see if I had a fire axe on me. I do. Good. Oh. Right. Need to not forget. I was doing things involving support hunters. Okay. Now, to post that quest in a way that people can actually join.
I'm counting on you.
so lonely. Let's take a quick look at the barrel bowling. What's it like today? Oh, it's a repeat of day 1. Easy A ranks. Well, in that case, barrel bowling stream until someone shows up.
Of course. Come back soon.
Because we can always use barrel bowling rewards, and this is going to go away in an hour and 14 minutes.
Okay, roll out. Here you go.
So, if memory serves, we walk up to the middle here, and then we aim right about there. And then we throw. And then we get an A rank. Kind of wish it was faster to cycle through these. Like, if I could just completely skip the second throw.
Okay, roll out.
Nope, it slipped out. No A rank on that. Hey there, Outlander. And indeed, Outlander, coal gambling is nice and quick. But we can't do that in this game.
That was some fine rolling. Okay, roll out.
And it slipped out right at the very end. So no A rank on that. This is easy A ranks, but it's still entirely reliant on how willful this freaking bomb is. Like, if the spectral barrel bombs were consistent in how they flew around, this would be pretty much just A rank every single time.
Okay, roll out.
But sometimes they just decide to do their own thing. And that's a one throw A rank. I have no idea how it ended up way over there, but okay. Of course, what we're getting here is mostly stuff I already have tons of, as well as spectral barrel bombs, which I don't really plan to use.
That was some fine
So maybe the barrel bowling stream is done. I know you can also get some meal tickets from there, but I've got plenty of meal tickets. mainly from the last time I spent all of my barrel bowling vouchers. So yeah, we're going back to actual monster hunting in this Monster Hunter game. It's a weird concept, I know, but sometimes you just get bit by the Monster Hunter bug and have to hunter monsters in Monster Hunter. So let's have ourselves a nice festive meal, and then we'll get hunting with or without other people. Ah yes, Outlander, 10,000 years of shader compilation is a thing if your CPU is not good enough. Also, I love that they made it so that masks actually animate their mouths when your character does in this game. Like, this Gelodron mask, it isn't just static. It opens his mouth when my character opens his mouth. It is fantastic. If you go and view certain cutscenes with this in it, it is just utterly unhinged, and I love it. Oh yeah, if you're on a 9800 X3D, it should not take that long to compile shaders. I guess they aren't making use of your 3D V cache for shader comp.
Yikes! Spikes! Could come in handy on a hunt.
There,
that's our target.
Oh. My other weapon was a fire weapon. It's just layered to look like a lightning weapon. I see. Well, before I get these boys' attention, I might as well go for a little bit of Gracium. An actually little bit of Gracium. Really? Rooted in the middle of my focus strike?
Got it on the ground.
Looks like my Rocksteady is gone. Gonna be doing a few upswings because if I manage to get an offset, it does knock them out of the air. What a jerk, roar stunning me right as the Mega Potion got in my mouth. Now, it can be argued that I should just use a large dung pod and have a much easier time on this quest. But we've gone over this many times on this stream. Large dung pods are for cowards. I haven't done a zero-sum discharge in a while. I remember the days when that used to be my primary means of dealing damage, because it was consistent and satisfying. Whereas in this game, a zero-sum discharge is more likely to get me absolutely wrecked than anything else. Yeah, Outlander not using dung pods while also not being able to block is a thing. I would say that weapons with shields are also for cowards, but they're not. If I said that, I wouldn't be allowed to take shelter behind someone using a shield during a new Udra fight. And really, who needs to block when you can get yourself some super armor while doing your bread and butter best damage move? Those wounds. I don't care which one I hit, I just need to hit one of them, game. Alright, it can go. It's probably not going far. Yeah, it's just going where it wants to sleep. So we'll carve up his brothers. And then we'll get rid of him.
What do you think we'll find?
Sick. To close my window, the AC has kicked on. And there we go. So, I've got the paid event DLC costume on my bird right now. Something they don't really do a good job of showing you until you actually bring it into an environment. It glows in the dark. Like he's glowing green right now. But if he is in direct sunlight, he will not glow and will instead be gray. Glow in the dark birds. Technology has come so far. I kind of like the Werner quest clear thing. He just walks up to you, stares down at you, gives you a single nod, then turns and walks away. Not gonna use my lucky voucher on the dive tickets.
Quest accepted.
Also, let's make my weapon not confuse me anymore. Yet another reason, or not reason, yet another example of why we need layered weapons to be weapon specific and not weapon slot specific. Because if I am putting on a fire weapon, I want to know it is a fire weapon. And welcome to the party, Outlander.
The hunt is on!
Let's have another hunt with no surprises today.
If memory serves, fire weapons aren't particularly good against this balloon animal, and I should have brought something else, but they're good against Gypsaros, so could be worse. Actually, you know what? Isn't water good against the balloon animal? I have a water weapon on me. Or at least a weapon that I've got made to look like a water weapon. Whether it's actually a water weapon remained to be seen, but nah, this is absolutely a water weapon.
Got it on the ground!
Did you get a freaking KO? Bonk it in the face one too many times with your shield?
Go all out!
Nice timing on the para cats. This poor balloon animal did not get to stick around very long. And now for the rubber chicken. Nope.
I'll just hop off for now.
Good flinch. And we've got the queen helping. Amazing how you can get 2 flinches on a flying Gypsaros and not knock it down. And this Gypsaros will never get to actually flash. It tried once. Oh, gee, I guess this quest is just over then. Well done, everyone. Feels so rude to offset that, but the fact that I can offset it means that I must.
Don't get taken off.
Looks like the monster dropped something.
So Outlander, I'm noticing that you are not in your holiday finest. Is that because you don't have it yet? I have no idea how many dive tickets I still need. Probably more than just the one I got, though.
Do you have any requests?
Looks like I need 2. And it's only for cat gear.
Can I proceed?
Watch this.
Good. Oh, good. Very good.
Yes.
Ah, you haven't logged in a while. That would keep you from having your holiday finest. Well, in that case, let's do this Gypsaros to get us another event quest in the basin, even if it is another Gypsaros in the basin, which, whoops, I did not mean to accept and depart. Oh well. Join the quest in progress. 2 Gypsaros in a row in the basin. Sure. But it'll at least get you a ticket you can use to make some Geladron stuff. Plus, it's an event quest, and it's in the basin, which ticks a couple boxes towards getting you your daily tickets, which you can then use to get the holiday gear. And then once this is done, we will do an extra spicy octopus. Friggin' the Cranadaths got a KO on the Gypsaros. Which reminds me, we need to actually get rid of some Cranadaths.
On my way there.
And welcome to the quest. How is it that I so frequently manage to bring item sets that have no heals in, or no poison things in them? I mean, I guess you don't need herbal meds against most monsters, but like, I cannot count the number of times I have gone to a Gypsaros quest without herbal meds. And this Gypsaros shall never flash again. Hooray for blunt pods. You know, Monster Hunter Wilds has an opportunity to do something interesting with its expansion. Like, all the evidence we have suggests that this game, the Eastlands, are on the continent of Fonron, where the tower most likely is, and where the Great Forest definitely is. And there's a chance, not a good chance, but a chance, that in the sequel, or not the sequel, the expansion, which is inevitable, they could basically take us to the Great Forest for the first time since Monster Hunter Freedom Unite. I doubt they will, considering we already have a phenomenal forest map. Oh, nice wyvern gem you got there. Oops. It's a little too close.
Be careful. It looks angry.
Yeah, they could take us back to the Great Forest, and if they do, then A, it would give them an instant excuse to add Nargacuga to the game, but also, it would give them an excuse to bring back, Hypnocatress. Espinas as well, considering Espinas was in the Great Forest plenty in Frontier. though the last time they gave us the Great Forest in the main series, it did not have Espinasse in it. But also, I wouldn't exactly want them to do the Great Forest, because again, we've already got a phenomenal forest map.
To a new area.
Now, honestly, if they're going to give us a new environment, I'd rather have a new environment.
Great job, partner.
Nice work, Hunter.
And
Let's head
what
back.
manner of new environment would I like to see? Well, we've already got a volcano-ish place.
This thing's a trove of new data.
We've already got a forest. We've already got an icy place. And we've already got deserty plains. Which covers most of what you really need in a Monster Hunter game. Admittedly, I wish we had a better tundra place. Yeah, Outlander, hunts are more interesting when the monster gets to fight back. We don't have a real swampy swamp. So maybe we could use one of those in a sequel, but... Actually, yeah, we could, because
Yeah.
they're putting a ton of monsters specifically in the forest. And therefore, since they are putting a ton of monsters specifically in the forest, a lot of them could stand to be in more varied environments since we've got so many monsters that are encountered only there. So yeah, giving us a swamp where we could also find most of those same monsters. It just gives us more variety of places to hunt the large variety of monsters that go specifically there. Anyway, it is time for the extra spicy squid. Well, octopus, but still. Extra spicy
Sure,
cephalopod.
you're prepared.
Oh, and something I have learned about the extra spicy cephalopod, beyond just fire res good, you want to, if you can, get to 20 fire res with a food buff, which food buff is plus 10. But also, the, where is it? The adaptability skill is super valuable against this guy. Because without adaptability 2, fire hot and octopus fire. Therefore, octopus hot. With adaptability 2, octopus no longer hot. Also, welcome to the party, Brandon. And in fact, with adaptability 2, when he does his whole spill oil on the ground and then ignite it move, you know, the fire sticks around for a while and is very hot to stand next to. With adaptability 2, you can stand straight in that fire and take no damage. You just need to not get hit by the explosion itself. It's kind of wild how much of an advantage adaptability 2 brings you against AT New Udra. Ever since Title Update 3, maybe Title Update 2's like mid-cycle patch, I've been noticing a lot more instances of low-res textures loading in for a decent while before the high-res textures pop in. It was almost certainly something they did to streamline performance and whatnot. But man, does it feel weird after having had so long where I only had high-res textures. But yeah, like, just there with that lance, we saw the low-res texture for a good couple seconds before high-res popped in. Anyway, time for an extra spicy octopus. In Outlander, I totally understand needing to make festive headwear and put it on your layered set. And behold, extra spicy octopus. Went through with a buddy and got my A rank on the current free challenge for this guy the night before last. And it was probably the longest that we have taken to get an A rank on a free challenge. So, I mean, hey, they did a good job making this octopus be an actual hunt. And if he had actually grabbed you instead of just deciding not to, I might have been able to get off a nice full release. Yes, behold, with adaptability, I can just stand right in this fire and be totally fine, because I can adapt.
Thanks. That helped.
Oh, this is gonna hurt. Eh, not that bad. Rip. Did you melt? Yeah, my buddy and I, we learned that lances and the spill oil on the ground and ignite it move do not mix so well. Yeah, you need to get out of the fire, not just block the explosion. And therefore, adaptability. That way you only need to get out of the fire or block the well, no, you only need to block the explosion. You don't need to get out of the fire. Yes, adaptability. Very, very good for survivability against Atinu Udra. It kind of cancels a lot of his badness. Game, please. I was right there. You should have given it to me. I hate how the Switch Axe's Focus Strike comes in from a pretty steep angle, like up and to the right. And therefore, sometimes if he does his net casting move like that, and you try to go for the weak point that is his face after that move, sometimes the game's like, oh no, you hit a tentacle, not the face, even if you're standing right in front of it. Okay, and he's going to Area 14, so it is faster to fast travel over to the mining cave base camp. The things you learn when trying to A-rank the free challenge version of this quest. And then he's going to go stand right here, immediately on top of a sleep toad and immediately under a stalactite. Which, once he is fully asleep, he's got to be fully asleep. Once he's fully asleep, you drop that, because that way it does double damage and you get like 5k instead of 3k.
All set.
I set a bomb.
I didn't realize you had an extra bomb, but hey, we all already got a bomb wake up and only the first one counts anyway. But yeah, for future runs of this quest, make sure that Nuudra has been actually fully asleep for a little bit before you drop the stalactite and you get like 2,000 more damage. It's worth the time. And like, you gotta wait until more than just he's stopped moving. He has to have been stopped for, again, like a second or two. It definitely feels later than it looks. There are 2 additional stalactites to drop on him. One being right here. And considering each one of these is about 3k damage. Oh, hi Granadats. Are you here to help us with our dailies?
I'll draw
Here he comes. Hooray for 3,000 damage. We love 3,000 damage in this house. Nice mount. And of course I ran out of amp right as he got done with it.
Thanks, that helped.
Okay, now let's go get this here third stalactite. Oh, Octopus doesn't want to come here. Never mind. Well, with a luring pod, we can still get him over here. Time to watch a Gravios get wrecked. AT New Udra does ridiculous damage to other monsters. I have seen it do 5,000 damage to a Rathalos in one hit. It tears other monsters apart, and I kind of love seeing the big numbers. I wish it was part of our quest, but alas.
Ultron's attention.
Was not watching my sword juice. Is just dashing into a monster like that actually good damage?
It looks quite old.
Gotta say, it was really rude of Capcom to put the tempered wounds on the tentacles so close to the base, because they take less damage there. Rip. Exploded. Time to try that again, but this time with people being more adaptable.
I'm counting on you.
Yeah, Outlander, I cannot claim to know the mechanics of how the how shields interact with that explosion. I don't have one.
Sufiri Jimsanahe.
Gonna have me an Azuz meal because I'm rather fond of getting Carver for new Udra for some reason. I mean, sure, we're not likely to get more than 1 or 2 tentacles severed against this particular one, but sever even one and Carver becomes the best way to get yourself extra rewards. Gonna keep trying Pumpkinhead until I get the tomato, because the tomato has special animations. Also, they made it significantly more common that you get the tomato if you're standing in front of Tashin. and Tashine even has a unique reaction to it. But the tomato, if you move around with it, you do this fun little dance. Why do you only do this while wearing a tomato? Anyone's guess. But the fact of the matter is, being a tomato makes you do the tomato dance. And sometimes you go woo. And off we go to hopefully not get extra spiced. Also, apparently if you use a Mizutsune weapon, putting the tomato on and breaking out of the tomato both get you wet and therefore activate Slicked Blade, which is kind of hilarious that you can use a gesture for that.
Let's have another hut with no surprises today.
The tempered wounds have moved because this is not the challenge quest. We've got one on the mustache. Free hits, everyone. Taking one for the team here. I love when he does this move. It's a free full release. Some of his little slaps come out faster than my upswing does, which means they are effectively precog only offsets. And I don't like needing to be a precog to offset stuff. Oh, welcome to the party, Wilkinson. I hope you are ready to fight an extra spicy octopus. Readiness doesn't mandate, but certainly is benefited by having adaptability 2 in your set. Adaptability 2 lets you stand in the fire. And as anyone who has played any MMO will know, being able to stand in the fire safely is a huge benefit. Alright, so this time we make sure the new Udra is fully asleep before we drop the stalactite on it. Especially because this is 4-player, so it'll get us even more extra damage. So just let him go down for nappy buys. He's a sleepy octopus. And now we go. Behold, 5,600 damage.
Don't draw its attention.
And theoretically, the octopus will come over here. Oh. Well. At least we got 2 of the stalactites to hit him. A little bit bad timing on that lure, Mew. But, hey, whatever. We're not doing this for the arena times. We're doing it for the quest clear.
Thanks, that helps. All John's attention. All John's attention.
Brandon, there is no additional stalactite. I dropped the one that was over there when he was under it, but then he decided to go for your lure and immediately got out from under it and it missed. Kinda wish the game didn't drop me on the wrong side of the octopus, but then again, I guess that's probably at least partially because of the part that I did my finisher on. Been a while since I've been stunned by anything other than a Mega. Or Gypsaros, I suppose. Okay, he's going in a hole. Up to here? No, that's... Ah, he's going to the bowl. I see. Which means if we go middle strata south, that puts us pretty close, and then we can use a luring pod to take him up to the ancient forge and get a ton of extra damage. Also, hello, Kranadath. Did I not need Kranadaths anymore? Oh well, poor guy.
I'll draw its attention.
Mr. Octopus. Here he comes. So I notice I don't have a line. Which means maybe the lure is not currently active.
I'll draw its attention.
Ah, lure no effect, I see. And yet... That's not close enough. Well, now he certainly is. Who doesn't love a nice 7,000 damage? And now an Ajarikon thinks he actually stands a chance. I'm doing what I can to help him by breaking a wound. But no, I don't think this monkey really has a shot. Oh hey, this turf war actually does work out really in our favor. Because it's a bunch of free hits! It's weird how if New Udra roars while it's trying to do an area transition, the roar is silent, but you still get a roar stun. Anyway, since he's taking a massive shortcut, time for us to take one too. And since this is not the arena quest, capture is allowed, but then again, we have no carts and I have Carver, so capture is for chumps. I'm going to put a pit down, not for capture's purposes, but rather for do damage purposes.
I set a bomb.
I set a bomb.
Bomb
Bomb
set.
set.
Noisy octopus. And we didn't get any tentacles, but we did get the octopus. That's what matters. Nice gem, whoever got that. Wolfkinson, you're going to have to put on your holiday finest. And yeah, Outlander, AT New Udra is fantastic. Monster Hunter Wilds has been kind of knocking it out of the park with their ATs so far. Oh boy, exactly one New Udra certificate gamma. And yeah, Wolfkinson, adaptability against A2 New Udra is practically a cheat code. It helps so much.
Oh, we've got a special announcement.
And Outlander, I do believe that quest will have made it so that you and I will have completed all of our daily bounties. And therefore, you'll be able to make the full Dreamspell set.
All right, I'm here if you need me.
Come on over. Do you have any requests? Should I begin?
Watch this.
Good. Should I begin?
Watch this.
Good. A sage choice. Can I proceed?
Watch this.
Another satisfied customer.
Oh, what quest is this? Ah. All right. Well, let's keep things a little bit varied. And go for... A2 with tuna, why not? Sure, it's not... Well, actually, no. We should focus on quests that aren't always available. So, back to the Hirabami boys. This time, not me solo.
I'm counting on you.
Wolfkinson and Outlander, if you do not have the Dreamspell set available, then you don't have it because you didn't get your Dreamspell tickets from login bonus and dailies. It lives... it's Dreamwalker, and it lives a little bit above the Omega stuff. And like, yeah, you could go with the whole Dullahan thing. But the Geladron is also perfectly acceptable because it is also from Dreamspell catalogs.
yours anytime.
Dehenecen, baruhimunade.
Can't say I'm a fan. Skull Mask also doesn't quite work with this set. Geldron works decently well. Part of me wants to do the Geldron full backpack because it's fun. But then again, doing the Geldron just the head mixed with not Harvest, Dreamwalker. This ain't a bad look.
Fireworks are so magical.
Off we go to deal with the Hirabami boys.
Now commencing quest by order of the guild.
This is the quest for this particular holiday that we will have to do far too many times if we want to make absolutely everything that can be made. You get to do it fewer times if you only care about making one of the two versions of the armor set, but I like making everything, and therefore I must do it too many times. Frostbite's really weird, because yeah, you get rooted to the ground with ice, but then you can still be slid around by monster motion, and being slid around does not cause you to become unrooted, even though you totally should have been removed from the ice holding you to the floor. No, the ice holding you to the floor moves with you. It's very weird and silly. In other this game news, we've gotten some info about GOG from a dev interview. Apparently, he's going to have a hard oil mode and a soft oil mode, and they're doing it this way specifically to encourage weapon swapping during the hunt. And while his oil is all hardened, we're going to want to use fire weapons, and when it's soft, we'll want to use dragon weapons. So yeah, get your fire and dragon weapons ready for GOG. For a lot of people, get dragon weapons ready is just going to mean get Zoshia weapon. Yeah, the fact that they're specifically trying to encourage weapon changing during the battle tells me it'll probably be actually important to use the different weapon types. So yeah. I don't think we're going to have another full-on Alatreon, you need to bring these or you fail the quest type situation. But it's something they want to actively encourage, so it will certainly be to our benefit to bring fire and dragon weapons for GOG. He's getting beaten up by a pack of Blangos. It's kind of funny seeing that Blangonga slowly stalk up to me and then just ignore me. And there we go. The Hirabami boys are dealt with again. For exactly one harvest ticket. Oh boy. Sure do love getting one of a ticket that I need 13 of total. I've gotten 6 before, so I mean, it's not like I need all 13, but I still need 6 more. And for a change of pace, let's do a Flame Fet quest.
I'm counting on you.
Okay, let's move out.
Now commencing quest by order of the guild.
Yeah, Wolfkinson, you're not the only one who's been playing a ton of ZA. But I will say I don't feel that out of practice. Mainly because I haven't ever stopped playing this game for more than 2 weeks. Well, I guess there was one time that was a smidge more than 2 weeks, when I almost missed the Seregios challenge quest. But the point is, I generally will come back to this game every time there's a new event quest that gives new goodies. And thus, I never get that out of practice. I almost got my full unleash there. Nice flinch. I feel like that totally should have gotten her. It's actually kind of incredible how much they were willing to limit visibility during the downpour here. A lot of games, when they give you, like, oh, it's a super rainy time, and thus visibility is reduced, like, you can still see things plenty fine. But here, they're like, nah, everything beyond, like, 50 meters, obscured in fog. Though, unfortunately, DLSS doesn't really do the rain justice. Because, well, the rain isn't persistent, so DLSS is trying to, you know, increase the resolution of stuff by using information from multiple frames, except the raindrops are not in the same places from frame to frame, and so DLSS is like, okay, so the information that's normally here is nothing, so we gotta smooth that out. So the raindrops themselves become less distinct when you have DLSS active, which unfortunately I have to do in order to maintain a good enough frame rate to stream. Yeah, if you run with DLSS off in the downpour, it looks so much nicer. But also it runs so much worse. Now that the downpour's over, everything's so bright. Which, I've said it before, on this TV I got, it's a relatively new TV. The Scarlet Forest looks stunning during the Plenty. Just everything's so bright and vibrant. Of course he had to back up during his struggle. And nicely done. If memory serves, the only thing I still need this quest's things for is the Corn Popper gun lance. But that's still something. And hey, we got to go to a different environment. I like variety. And Wolfkinson, as far as Challenge Crest rewards coming back, I believe they did say that they would consider rerunning them. So, you know, maybe it didn't miss out on them forever. Maybe you only missed out on them a little bit. I do need one necklace ticket because I didn't realize that this also gives a piece of gear for the cat. And therefore, it's time for a less spicy than the previous octopus.
Make sure you're prepared.
Oh hey, new login bonus. Hang on, let me cancel this quest. I want to get the login bonus. And I also
Perhaps some other time then.
want to check the new dailies. I bet you one of them's due a 9-star monster. Wow, what do you know? A 9-star monster. Also a Blangonga and a Gormagala. And an event quest and 3 quests in the cliffs. Well, we can do the Hirabami boys. We can do a Blangonga. Maybe the 9-star Blangonga. And we can definitely do a 9-star Gormagala and get our teeth knocked in. So yeah, those will be good ways to do the dailies.
All right, I'm here. You need me? Yes.
But first, the less spicy octopus. Because I already said we were doing it, so we're doing it.
Make sure you're prepared. Su Fairy Dreamspell.
Got Brandon here, pretty much guaranteed to hit HR 999 before the end of whatever expansion this game gets, if not before the expansion drops. I'd imagine that has taken quite a bit of gameplay time. This is not the right weapon. Not gonna lie, I kind of miss the AT Nudra's purple glow. It's a really nice look. I love that they changed the colors up for AT Nudra. But also, I don't dislike this light blue. It's nice too. Honestly, I just love New Udra. Best new monster in the game. Bar none.
Looks like the monster dropped something.
Nice space break. And we have got 4 cut weapons here. Surely we can sever at least one tentacle. Yep, at least one tentacle. I'm so glad they made it so that monsters don't attack tents when they're not in combat with something else. Like, they don't specifically go for tents anymore, which makes it so that certain tents are much more valuable than they previously were, because they don't get destroyed constantly. Like this one right outside New Udra's house. It's great. This can be tough to... yeah. It can be tough to hit properly. But if I get it, it is like 600 damage of cut damage on a tentacle. By that time, I was a little too close. And we only got the one tentacle, but hey, at least we also broke the eyes. Congrats on your gem, Outlander. Ooh, I got one too! Hooray!
Actually, all of the materials we were looking for.
Wolfkinson, if you're gonna do the cactuar pose on things, you have to at least spin on them. Moving the analog stick will cause a spin. Or if you're using mouse and keyboard, I guess W will cause a spin.
on over. How can I serve? Should I begin?
Watch this.
A sage.
Watch this.
Should I begin?
Watch this.
Good.
Doesn't the corn popper have an upgrade?
Do you have any requests?
It does.
Another satisfied.
So eventually I will need to get my hands
Yes.
on one additional Flame Vet catalog, but that can wait. What have we got here? Ah, AT New Udra. Certainly an option for getting us that 9-star hunt done. Though after that, we're going to have to spend a lot of time in the cliffs back to back, but I do believe there is value in doing AT New Udra immediately after standard, not even tempered New Udra. Just
Quest
seeing
accepted.
the difference.
Oh, the Hefana.
Oh, and this is Burnin' Blackest Hell. Isn't that the arena one? I already got my A rank, but I do not mind doing this with more people. But if this is the arena one, that means that the arms are a complete non-thing. Ignore that they exist. They are a time waster. Well, if we cut them before it dies or whatever. Yeah, basically, to do well on this quest, A, make use of the stalactites, make sure that it's actually asleep before you drop the first one on it. Ideally, it never even goes up to the forge. And when you're hitting it, hit its eyes whenever they're available, and whenever they're not, go for the tips of the tentacles, because that's where you get the most damage. Outlander, I was not paying attention to our clear time on the prior AT New Udra hunt, but I don't believe it would have been. It feels pretty tight, considering it's a 14-minute timer for the A rank. There are naturally groups that have gotten it in under, like, 8 minutes. I've seen someone get it solo in, like, 7 minutes and 20 seconds or something. So, like, you can absolutely do enough damage to just annihilate the thing with the right sets and whatnot. But if you're just a casual like us, or at least like some of us, maybe not all of us, I don't know. But, yeah, for casual play, it's fairly tight. And make sure you knock back a Mega Demon Drug. Mega Armor Skin is also recommended. I will be using Demon Powders 3 times during the hunt. The real speedrunners never let the New Udra leave this area. They use wounds and luring pods to keep it here. Which means they don't even use the stalactites. I don't think we're gonna have the damage output to beat the stalactites. Not without, like, adrenaline sets or whatever. But we can still do pretty well for ourselves, I'm sure. Outlander, if it does that net casting animation again and you're in front of it and have blocked it, make sure to hit the weak point on his face. It gets him to hold still for a decent bit. I tried, but Switch Axe has a bad time actually hitting that weak point just because of the angle of incidence of our focus strike. It is all too easy to hit a tentacle first and have the game decide that, nope, you didn't hit the weak point because of that. Gonna go ahead and drop a pit for damage. Pits are great against this guy because it puts his eyes right there where you can't miss them. Dude's arm texture just went all wonky. That was weird. Okay, that's really weird. When he's attacking with that middle left arm, it, like, leaves the oil behind. It's probably just a result of me not being the host of this quest. But I've never seen that before, and it is jarring. Makes it harder to read his moves. Wow, I dodged into that. And kaboom. By the way, if anyone else has a pit trap, they are welcome to use it. I am so glad I can counter that. Okay, good. He's going to Area 14. Not so good. Brandon doesn't have a base camp there, so we have to go the slow way. So this is actually going to cost us a pretty decent amount of time. A big part of getting a good time on these quests is having the right base camps. And base camp 14 is a very important one for this specific quest. It saves like 20 seconds. If Nuhudra ever leaves the area it starts in. Alright, so we hit the sleep toad. Wait for nap time to be fully engaged before we drop the stalactite. Give him a couple seconds and sleep confirmed. Yep, go ahead and lure it to an additional stalactite. And here it goes, another 3,700 damage. There's still one more stalactite to use after this.
I'll draw its attention. I'll draw its attention.
Oh. Nice head break. We love to see it. Means we've been doing good damage on its face. Brandon bringing it over to the final stalactite. And there we go. We got the final 3,700 damage. Now, ideally, we get this thing low enough on health that it never goes up to the giant forge. If it does go up there, chances are we're not doing well enough to actually get an A rank. Ow. Thank you, adaptability, for letting me run through the fire. I would have melted without adaptability. Alright, we've got another pit. Love to see it. Would have loved to see even more if I didn't take a slap to the face. Do not trust the oil on the ground. It will still explode even if he doesn't do it immediately. I know that warning is a little too late for people listening on stream, but it's good to know for the future. If he flinches while putting oil on the ground, it will still explode. And all right, we've got him Scully, so we are making good enough time. I do not doubt that this will be an A rank. Do not carve that arm. It is a time waster. It's a trap.
Trap set. I'll draw its attention.
Unfortunately, he is already in the wall, so pick up that trap and save it for putting it right at the base of his little ramp for when he gets woken up by our bombs. He'll spill right into the trap, and we will be able to do tons of damage and probably finish him inside it. Unfortunately, this quest is slay and not capture, so we do have to slay him. But yeah, a trap at the base of his little sleepy ramp. Oh, I guess the lure still counted somewhat. So no sleepy time. Or what are you doing, Mr. Udra? Ah, that lure did not help us. Yeah, if you're gonna do the lure, you have to do it before the new Udra actually leaves. Like, pretty much when it starts trying to go. Like, if people are getting flinches on it, lure it then. But you gotta get it relatively early in the process. And now he's gonna schloop along his little thing. Yep. All right, so back to his house, and once again, trap below his sleepy hole. Or when he spills out of the sleepy hole. I guess he's not sleeping. Good news, we're doing well enough that we still got an A easily. So, congrats everyone, we all get the super fancy new Udra pendant when it comes out. We definitely could have saved like a minute on this, at least. With proper camps and new Udra not getting lured this way and that. But yeah, good news, we only need the A rank, we don't need a commanding A rank. And hooray, I got a gem. Would have liked to get more than one Gamma ticket, but oh well. And now to work on the dailies. We'll save the Hirabami boys. We've already done them a few times. So let's get going on our dailies with the 9-star ape. Or I guess monkey. If you say monkey, you're never wrong. All apes are monkeys. People say, oh, monkeys aren't, or apes aren't monkeys because they don't have tails. No. Apes are still monkeys. You can't evolve out of a clade. And therefore apes have to be monkeys. And thus humans have to be monkeys. And also humans have to be fish. Yeah, fun fact, if you look at the phylogenetic tree, if you want to say that a shark is a fish and a tuna is a fish, then literally every vertebrate must be a fish. Either that, or fish is a meaningless term that refers to a strategy rather than a creature. Much like tree, actually. Trees
Let's be on our way.
are a strategy, not an organism. Ow. Glad I have guts. I mean, Outlander, just because this is one of the easier 9-stars doesn't mean it's not a 9-star. This Blenganga does have hands if you let him. I mean, heck, the reason I had my guts proc is because I was a fool. Thought I'd get a cheeky offset, but no, he wasn't doing something offsettable. He was doing his rooting breath. And he punished me hard for it. Wait, you got one shot? Are you wearing paper armor? You shouldn't be. Maybe you got hit by an attack you really shouldn't have. An attack that I have never been hit by. Because I've never been one shot by this fella. I've been snowballed. I saw a truly ridiculous damage number with that mount finisher. If I'm not mistaken, I saw 2,200 damage for the wound destroyed. Which, yeah, for a non-AT monster, that's a lot. Also, this guy is apparently a bigger problem than I thought. The first time I fought AT Bling, or not AT, 9-star Blinganga, I had like no issues whatsoever, and I was like, oh yeah, that's a relatively easy 9-star. Good quest to do if you just want to get some easy charms. But apparently he does have hands, and when there's more people, he is less predictable. We have found the Hirabami boys. Now, is just one of them gonna turf war with him, or are they all three gonna join? Looks like just the one. It'd be nice if all three got in on it and were like, hey, no doing that to our brother. I want to offset this guy. Well, I did an offset, but the para stole my follow-up. Was that a Raphma or was that a Hunter? I think it was a Hunter. I don't see a Raphma. But hey, I may not have gotten to do the follow-up, but oh, rip. I see a bunch of people got monkey troubled.
Hey. Of course.
Oh,
Come back.
the diva's singing. So we've heard this one plenty, but the diva's still singing. We listen when the diva sings. Or at least we watch. And I have, since the last Dreamspell stream, learned what the new song she sings is. It's the Monster Hunter 4 credits theme. I had not listened to said theme recently enough to recognize it instantly. But yeah, when you speed it up 2 times, it becomes instantly obvious that it's the Gore and Shigaru Magala motifs. And since the diva is kind enough to sing for us right now, and we're going to get a buff from it, that means that we are going straight to 9-star Gore Magala next. That's going to be a quest. 9-star Gore Magala, I would argue, is the hardest standard 9-star monster. I have to say standard, because Savage Omega is a thing that exists. But yeah, just generally, 9-star Gore Magala hits hard, and is fast, and is highly aggressive. Outlander, you'll get your salty run back against the Blangonga once the Gore Magala is done. So, notably, in each of these festivals, the first festival, the diva sang us a song from Monster Hunter DOS. The second festival, the diva sang us a song from Monster Hunter Tri. The third festival, the diva sang us a song from Monster Hunter 4. Surely, our winter festival, she is going to sing us a song from Monster Hunter World. And it looks like if we want to do a 9-star Gormagala in the cliffs, this is the one we're doing. So he's got an Arkveld friend. Notably, the Arkveld in this quest is not 9-star. I believe it's 8-star. Not that there's any way to tell for sure, but I'm pretty sure when I saved this, it was an 8-star Arkveld. But anyway, oh, they are being best friends? Question mark? Oh no, the Gormagala is on the level below. Okay.
Quest accepted.
And since we are not fighting anyone who does anything fire related, I should probably take out these fire res jewels. Okay, so now we've got the Monster Hunter 4 credits theme playing again. Grab me some sand jewels too, because those can help during this quest. Yeah, you pay attention here, and it becomes pretty clear that this is the Gormagala / Shigaru Magala motif. I feel like there's something I'm forgetting to bring. Got my nullberries. Got plenty of other stuff. It's probably okay then. Oh, right. Hot drink. And off we go. For some big, strong boys in the big, cold place.
This quest, Hunter.
Mr. Magala comes first.
Supply items. Don't let them go to waste.
Because Mr. Magala is the one who is most likely to cause us problems. Oh yeah, bringing the Arkveld over to help with the Magala can't hurt. Please, Mr. Arkveld, do 1,000,000 damage to the Magala. Oh, he's doing 1,000,000 damage to the Magala. He's doing it. This Archveld has been kind enough to deal 10,000 damage to this Magala already. I'll take it. Actually, more than 10,000. He also did like 1,200 before I started counting that. So yeah, he's done like 11,000 damage to the Magala. Just by virtue of being here. Archveld is the secret 15th weapon. Well, at least someone got hit by that rock. And now that he's gone full frenzy mode, it's time to break out the For You tactics. Bad time for a mount. Apologies for ruining it. But to be fair, I was in the process of ruining it before it even started. Quite a slap. So when he does the, like, frenzy claw sweep followed by the straightforward frenzy breath, when the breath is done, there will sometimes be a weak point in his mouth to take advantage of. So that's a thing to just be aware of. I wasn't close enough to grab it myself, but I did see it there. And when he's in full frenzy mode like this, any damage you can do to his face is good damage. Yeah, this move. He does that, then this breath. And then sometimes when the breath is done, he'll have a weak point in his mouth. Apparently not every time. Where is it, buddy? Right after I tell people it's a weak point that exists, you stop giving it. Rip. Oh. Well, that attack definitely left a weak point on his face. And hooray, he is out of frenzy mode. He will be slightly more cooperative for a little while. Not gonna lie, I kind of love the clonk of this weapon transforming back into axe mode after a full release. Not all Switch axes have such satisfying mechanical noises. Yeah, the falling rocks here, they do go in a line, but generally you want them to be closer to where it comes from if you want to have a more reliable hit. What is Arkfeld exploding up there? I really wish this guy wouldn't keep running away from my full releases. And we're back into frenzy mode, and here come the Hirabami boys. Tempered edition. Rip. So we are not allowed any more carts, so best behavior, people.
Thanks. That's a...
Ow. I mean, not that ow. Just, odd place and time for a bomb, I suppose. Was it a, misselect meant for the trap? Oh, come on, Raphmas. Do your dark work. I don't think they can do their dark work. I think they all died. A Raphma paralysis would have gone hard, but alas, they walked straight into a breath attack. Ow. Oh, I am boned. I am so boned. If I didn't get stunned, I would have been able to save that, but, yeah, that stun ruined it. But yes, Outlander, there is a reason that I said that Gormagala, I would say, is the hardest standard 9-star monster. Alright, well, time to go get our revenge against the strong monkey.
Quest accepted.
Yeah, 9-star Gormagala is capable of doing a lot of damage per hit and is ludicrously aggressive when it's in frenzy mode. It's not an easy hunt. And I am going to get us some insurance back because, you know, insurance good.
I'll support you to the best of my ability. Good luck. A supply shipment's come in.
This isn't a fire weapon.
Useful.
Have a nice hunt. Time for a few reps.
Yeah, Outlander, I can't imagine a situation where you want to do a sneak attack instead of gather bones, so yeah, it tracks. I don't know why it is, but when monkeys are doing their breath attacks in this game, it puts a weak point on their buttholes. Is the implication that they are drawing air in from back there to expel through their mouths? Because if so, I would want even less to be hit by their breath attacks. Rip.
Your supply items are in here. You're in your sacred's pouch.
I don't feel like I should have been hit by that. At least not by the snowball, maybe by the monkey. Ooh, I spy a tempered wound. We love tempered wounds in this house because tempered wounds are a free knockdown. Well, I hit him in the face with a heavy blunt pod. If we get more people to do that, we get a KO. Admittedly, his face isn't exactly the easiest to hit. Though it can be made easier. And hey, big boy Scully, we are going to get this, no problem. But of course, it wouldn't be a quality revenge if he survived. So no capture. Capture, nah.
Bomb set.
Set a bomb.
I set a bomb.
Bomb set.
Bomb set.
Bomb set.
I set a bomb.
I've set a bomb.
Nice tempered wound. Again, why'd they have to put weak points in their buttholes when they're doing breath attacks? It's so bizarre. But hey, we got our revenge on the 9-star monkey. And that counts for something. There you go. You gotta do the spin. and then see how many times you can spin before you fall. Oh, I only got 2. You're still going. Lucky. And down you go. While I would like to get revenge on the 9-star Gormagala, I actually will not have time for that. So we will instead have to do a different quest. Oh, dang. 2 high rarity charms. Are they good, though? This one? Nope. This one? Nope. Actually, Tetrad 3 with all those slots would probably be really, really good if I was using a weapon that cared at all about Tetrad shot.
Yes.
But yeah, we will do one final quest today, and it will be the Hirabami Boys. Because this quest, I need far too many tickets from. And therefore, I am going to get just a few more tickets from it today. Maybe even just one more ticket. Hopefully more than one. I'm using a voucher, dang it.
Oh, the Hefana.
Tetrad shot, not even worth it on guns, huh? So I guess the only thing good about that charm is the fact that it's got 3 slots on it. I'm still hoping that someday I will get a charm better than the one I have on right now. Because, like, attack boost 1, rapid morph 1, weakness exploit 1 with a level 2 and a level 1 is a pretty dang good charm. And yet there is still room for it to be better. But it is a pretty dang good charm.
Have everything?
Outlander, just you wait. You'll eventually replace that Convert Element 2 charm with a Convert Element 3 charm when they eventually give us an AT Arcveld. Because we all know they're going to give us AT Arcveld after they give us AT Jindahad. They have to. Unless they give us AT Zoshia first. Actually, AT Arcveld is probably going to be the last event quest they do for base Wilds, so yeah, it'll be a while. But you know for a fact that once they do give us AT Arcveld, they will be giving us a level 3 version of the Convert Element charm. And it will only cost 3 Gamma tickets. And also probably an Arcveld gem, but whatever. If you don't have a bunch of Arcveld gems, you weren't playing this game when it first came out. Like, pretty much if you played this game for any amount of time before Title Update 1 and spent any real time in the post-game, then yeah, you have Arcveld gems. Because that's all there was to do back then. Was Arcveld and more Arcveld. I can't help but feel like my damage numbers on any damage meters probably go kind of crazy when I manage to land a full release on 3 Hirabamis. Nice job shooting it down there, Brandon. I don't know that there are enough heavy slicing pods on the floor here. Seriously, this quest is one of the best ever if what you like is just putting a whole bunch of crap on the floor. And there we go. The Hirabami boys are defeated again. I agree, Wolfkinson. They were good hunts today. And oh boy, I got a single harvest ticket. Now I only need to do this quest a maximum of 5 more times. All right, that's going to be it for this stream. Thanks, folks, for dropping by to watch and chat and all that. Thanks to everyone who came by to hunt. And I will be back on Tuesday with actually more Ribbon Road. See you then, friends.